Griffey, sweet. First pack provisions card. Look at that. It's got the planets. It's got all sorts of stuff. I'd say not perfectly centered, but very nice card. All Hey there, y'all. Bunkle here. I hope you've been having a great day. I hope every day is a blessed day for you and y'all. So I got here a stack of packs. These are jumbo packs. 1992 Fleer baseball cards. Now, they were sold back then for $1.99 a pack. And what could be in there? There could be Fleer Rookie Sensations, Provisions. Provisions cards are really cool. And Superstar Specials and more. Collect Roger Clemens career highlights, limited edition series. Highlights on back. Okay, so what's that all about? That is no purchase necessary to win a signed Clemens card. Send a sassy self-addressed stamped envelope. All right, so let's see. Collected 12 in specially marked packs, plus find the one of a kind. Find one of the hand signed Roger Clemens cards. Approximate retail value, $50. Odds of winning a signature card, 1 in 30,000. Oh, so those were not easy to find, that's for sure. Now, if you're looking at PSA grading and all of that, there's a few cards in here that you might want to look to have graded if they're in pristine, perfect condition. And out of a pack like this, maybe not. But the Dave Justice, okay, provisions, last sold at around $200 in PSA 10. Nolan Ryan, also provisions, sold at about $100. So definitely cool. And the Ken Griffey Jr. also sold at about $100. So definitely some values on the provision baseball cards from this particular series. And you know what? They're really cool looking cards. I hope I get some provision cards here because those are really nice looking. Anyway, let's get opening these and see what we find in these 3 packs. Now, I actually opened one up in a short not too long ago, and that was a monster pack. I think there were like eight Hall of Famers in one pack. Well, they weren't Hall of Famers when the pack was made, but they're Hall of Famers now. So, got Brian Harper starting us off. Gary Carter, all right, Hall of Famer there. Danny Cox. Griffey, sweet. First pack provisions card. Look at that. It's got the planets. It's got all sorts of stuff. I'd say not perfectly centered, but very nice card. Awesome card there. Brian McCray, Dean Palmer, Chris Hoyles. I see Beltre, but I don't know. Okay, that's Esteban Beltre. Gerald Clark, I'm saying that's a bit before Adrian Beltre's days. Teddy Higuera, Wade Taylor, Gary Gaetti, Marvin Freeman, Greg Swindell, Mike Timlin, Mario Diaz, Edgar Martinez, another Hall of Famer, Gary Sheffield. I think he should be in the Hall of Fame. Let me know what y'all think, but you know what? During his time, he was definitely a great player, great hitter. Bernie Williams, sweet card there. Brian Drummond, Mark Whiten, Mike Sims, Griffey Jr., nice. We got a Griffey and a Griffey in the same pack. Awesome pack. Paul Sorrento, Rance Mullenix, Dick Schofield, Jody Reed, Craig Shipley, Eddie Murray, another one. Well, turned out to be a hottish pack. Kent Merker, Kurt Waring, Milt Thompson, Pete Smith, Nolan Ryan. Very cool. Got another provisions card. So we got 2 of the big provisions cards in one pack. That is awesome. Got the Ryan, got the Griffey. 2 sweet cards. Look at that. And he's throwing smoke. And he's got like strikeout count behind him. See all that? Very cool. All right, let's get that into a frapper and a top loady. I think so. That's an awesome first pack. I like the way these cards look also. The greenish, minty, fresh, wintergreen border is pretty cool. I got to get my Wall of Fame straightened up a bit. It's getting a little bit knocked around. You know, I do my videos in the garage, so thus it's Bunkle's garage. Yep. But it's not though, because there's always a lot of traffic, foot traffic, people traffic, just stuff, people coming through, and things get it loaded in, loaded out, loaded in, loaded out. It's, you know, I'd say there's not a quiet corner of my house some days. Got Ken Griffey Jr., awesome there. But busy family and always a million things going on. That's life. I definitely say that I have multiple lives all at once. Okay, got the Griffey Jr. There's always something going on, always something to do, always somewhere to be, something to see. It gets wild sometimes. That's for sure. All right, we got the Griffey. Maybe sometime I'll share a bit of that kind of stuff also. We'll see. I know I've been going through some ideas. So my brain is churning for other topics for videos outside of sports cards. Just maybe getting some life stuff. Something I've been talking about for a long time. And that's actually how my channel started. I mean, a long time ago. Long time ago. Then, you know what? I did sports cards. And yeah, I erased most of those because I don't know, maybe I was just boring with that other stuff, but I think maybe I'll get back into it, because you know what, I could be wrong, but maybe some of my perspectives are some things that there are to talk about, especially nowadays, you know, they might be, I don't know, at least a topic for conversation. We got Todd Zeal, Rock Reigns, Rich Rodriguez, as opposed to Poor Rodriguez, but he's not really the rich one. The rich one comes a couple of years later. Lloyd McClendon, Jose Mota, Tom Pagnazzi, Randy Myers, Cal Daniels, Tom Bolton, Shane Smack, Bip Roberts, Louis Aquino, Hal Morris, Mike Capel, Julio Valera, Kevin Tapani, Jose Uribe, Matt Marullo, Tim Hewlett, Steve Avery, Alvaro Espinosa, Jim Gantner, John Olerud, Wayne Rosenthal, Mark Langston, Randy Johnson, Mark Wallers, one of the Nasty Boys, Joe Carter. This is Hansley Mullins, Bam Bam, Dante Bichette, Bob Milecki, Louis Polonia, Ricky Jordan, Kelly Gruber, and wrapping this one up with Tom Benziger. So pack number 2 is definitely not as thick as pack number 1. I mean, we only got 2 hits in this pack. But still, Wall of Fame is filling out really nicely, that's for sure. But just only 2 little bitty hits there. Let's get pack number 3 open here. Now, I'll take the second to say thank y'all much for watching and commenting and subscribing and hitting that bell button, because who knows what I'm going to be putting out. I have no idea. And let me know in the comments what you think about maybe switching up topics sometimes, getting away from sports cards and just doing other stuff. Again, it's a thought that goes through my mind. Maybe I'll do that on this channel or one of the other like 3 or 4 channels that I have going. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. You won't figure it out. Oh, look at that. We got the Dave Justice one also. So we got number 1, number 2, number 3 on the PSA top 3 list in these 3 packs. Mainly between pack 1 and 3, of course. But the Ryan, the Griffey, and the Justice are the 3 that I mentioned that are highest valued PSA cards. Got 200, got 100, and another 100 if they're PSA 10. Now, I'll take them under a scope. I'm not sure about the centering on that. The Ryan centering looks best, I think. We got Joe Carter, 300 Ribby Seasons, record setters. And we also get to celebrate the checklist. Okay, we celebrated the checklist. Tony Castillo, flippage. Bill Duran, Alfredo Griffin, Scott Radinsky, Luis Rivera, Ron Karkovice, Joe Bobert, Rex Hudler, Mitch Williams, Jim Corsi, Will the Thrill Clark, Scotty Geraltz, Jeff Montgomery, Jeff Reardon, Sammy Sosa. Well, could have been, but, you know, he did some other stuff. And what do we got? We got ourselves another checklist. Celebrate the checklist. It's time to celebration time. Come on. Okay. Yeah, okay. Greg Gagne, Willie McGee, Pudge. All right, another Hall of Famer there. Thomas Howard, Jose Mesa, John Weiner, Charlie Hayes, Bernard Gilkey, Scott Fletcher, Greg Harris, Dave Justice. Before he was David Justice, he was Dave Justice. Very cool. How is that? That's a very early card, but not his rookie card. Nope. Pat Clements, Jose Oquendo, Norm Charlton, Brett Butler, and Joe Hesketh. So, first pack and third pack, I'd say were the best, but the first pack definitely won because you got the Pudge and you got that David Justice. Now, that's a nice looking card also. The Provisions cards from 92 are awesome looking. But only two great cards from this pack. And pack number one lined up the wall pretty well, I'd say. So I say pack number one beat number two and number three, but number three beat number two. So it goes in the order of 1, 3, 2. That's the winning numbers for tonight. Anyway, as I said before, I do hope y'all enjoyed. Let me know in the comments what you think about these three packs. I had fun doing these. I hope y'all had fun watching. Anyway, y'all take care. Stay well. Stay blessed. Bunkle out.